Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aisha. In today's video I'll be showing you how to cut and sew kaftan. The material we'll be needing: our lace material. This is our lace, tape rule, French curve, chalk, scissors, marker, and pattern paper. The reason for the pattern paper and marker is that because the style I'm cutting has turtleneck, so I'll be using this opportunity to draft how to draft turtleneck. So that's the reason why I'm using this marker and the pattern paper before placing it on the main fabric. So sit back to enjoy it. I'll be cutting out the length of the gown. The length I'm using is 59, and as you can see the picture of the style I'm about to sew, they make use of these edges, as in the edges of the lace. So if I said I should take my measurement this way, if I said I should take my measurement from these edges to the other edges, it won't be enough for the length. So that means I'll be cutting it this way. So that means to get my length, this is it. To get my length, that means I'll be folding my material this way. You can see the way I fold it. This is it. This is the material, this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. So you just fold it this way, fold it together this way. You can see the way I fold it. I fold it twice. So from there you will start your measurements. You will take your measurement. The full length I'm using is 59, and I would like to put the edges. These edges are the down aspects. So for me to get the length I will be using now, I will minus the edges that I'm going to add. I will minus 4 from that 59. So after minusing 4 from 59, the remaining measurement will be 55. So 55 plus 2 inches. As for the back, we are cutting turtleneck. As for the back, our turtleneck, we need to add to the shoulder side. So as for the front, I'm going to cut out 56. As for the back, I'll be cutting out 57.5. So you will understand better when I'm cutting it. So let me do that now by cutting out the front and the back. You will just measure from here, take it down. The yard of the lace I'm using is 5 yard, so is enough for so this is 56. So now I'll be cutting out 56 for the front aspect, the length. So same thing applies to the back. I will cut out the length of the back, the 57.5 I'm using. This is the front aspect of the kaftan. I'll fold it into 2. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. So I'll be shocking the wrong side. So let's start. The shoulder I'm using is 16. 16 divided by 2. You come here, you measure your shoulder. 16 divided by 2, that will give us 8. I measure 8 here. So from here, I will measure my shoulder length, armhole length, sorry. Armhole length. The armhole length I'm using is 9. So this is it. So you come down here, you come to this side, you measure 8 also. 8. As for the shoulder, 16 divided by 2, you still make use of it here. So you make it a straight line. You connect it to the down aspect. So you make it a straight line. So from there, the bust I'm using is 43.5. So this is our 43.5. You divide your 43 into 4. 43 divided by 4, it will give us this. So plus 2.5 inch allowance. 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. That's the inseam allowance. So from there, I measure my waist, the waist. You measure 16 to get your waist here. You measure 16. To get your hip, you measure 25.5. So this is it. So from here, the waist I'm using is 41. 41 divided by 4. So this is it. I had my 2 inches inseam allowance to it. Did you see? So as for the hip I'm using is 44. 44 divided by 4. So this is it. So I had my 2.5 inches inseam allowance to it. So you come back to your armhole line. You look for the midpoint of 9. You know the armhole line that we use, the armhole length that we use 9. We make use of 9. So 9 divided by 2, that will give us 4.5. So this is our 4.5. 4.5. This is our midpoint for our armhole line. So this is our midpoint. So here we come here, we measure 1 inch. From this place to here, we measure one inch. So this is the 1 inch. So that will be our shoulder slope. So let me come to the neck. The neck I'm using, you know, this neck is turtleneck. So I'll be using 2.5 for the width and 3 inches for the depth. So this is it. 2.5 for the width and 3 inches for the depth. So round neck. So this is it. I shape it. You can see the way I shape it. I use my free hand. So now I'm going to shape my shoulder slope. So this is it. From here you connect it to this side. You can see this is my shoulder slope. Measure 1 inch downward and you connect it to the side. So this is my armhole. Now I'll be making use of the French curve to curve my armhole. You know, this is the front aspect. So I'll be coming in by 1 inch here. Here, you come to this point, the midpoint, you will come in by 1 inch. So this is it. So now I will be connecting from here to this point. You can use the ball. I'll be using this first the actual measurements. You're making use of the actual measurements for the connect. This is it. So you connect it. You can see the way I connect it. So you connect it from here, this side. You connect this side to this side also. So this is it. You connect it to this side. So that's all about our armhole and the neck. So we come to this side. Now we are shaping our kaftan. So from here, you know, the down aspect is always free. So we come here, we shape it this way. And this hip aspect also, we will free it a bit because it won't be tight. If it is tight, it won't be comfortable. So we will need to shape it a bit. You know, this is the 2.5 inch I had to it. I still have to add 1 inch to it for it to be free a bit. So you come here, you will add 1 inch to it here. Did you see? I had 1 inch after the main inseam allowance. I still have to add 1 inch to it. So this is it. So you connect it to this side. So you will just be shaping it down. It depends on how wide you want it to be wide. How you want it to be wide. So you need to let me shift this cloth up. So this is it. So and this is our full length. So that's all about the front aspect. No need of that. I'm not adding that to it. It's a free gown, so no need of adding that. So this is it. So let me now cut it out for you to see. See, so how simple it is. Our front part is the back aspect of our kaftan. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. So now I'll be chalking it. So to start, here I'm going to take 1.5 inch upward. So I'll measure 1.5 inch from here. So because this is turtleneck, so take 1.5 inch upward here. So 1.5 inch, make it a straight line. So this is it. So here we are taking our shoulder measurement. Our shoulder is 16 divided by 2, that will give us 8. So same thing apply to the back as we cut the front. So here we come here, 9 is our shoulder length, is our armhole length, sorry. So this is it. So we make it a straight line. So from here, let me come to the shoulder to explain the turtleneck collar very well. At the front, we make use of 2.5 for the width. We will also make use of 2.5 for the width. This is the 2.5. We come down by 1 inch at the back. You can see we are coming down by 1 inch. This is our 1 inch. So we connect it this way. You can see the way I connect it. You connect it this way like this. So this is our back neck. But because we are adding collar to it, if we said we should just cut it this way, at the shoulder side, the neck will not lay very well if we should add our collar like that. But for it to stand and lay very well at the shoulder, we will need to go up here. You come here, you go up by 1 or 1.5. The maximum you can use is 1.5. So I'll be going up by 1.5. Let me use 1.5. I'm going up by 1.5. This is my 1.5. So from there, I'll come here. I'll go down by 1 for the shoulder slope. So this is it. So you connect it to that shoulder loop. As you can see, you connect from here to that shoulder loop. So this is it. So we come here, we look for our midpoint, 4.5. Midpoint of 9 is 4.5. So from there we took our, so sorry, you connect here to here. Let me connect so that for better. So we connect, we've already shaped our neck here, so you connect it together. So this is it. So if we are cutting it, we'll cut it up like this and bring it down this way. So that's all about our cutting of our neck for turtleneck. So you bring it up this way and you connect it down. You come down by 1 inch, same thing as we did at the front. So you just bring it down. So this is it. So here we are taking out our measurements. Now we can place our front on the back, but let me take out the measurement so that you, so this is our, we are using 43 for our bust. This is the 43 plus 2.5. This is 2.5. So here, from this place, not here, from this place we are still going to measure our 16. So 16 and 25.5. 16 to get the waist, 25.5 to get the hip. So here we take our waist. Our waist is 40.5. So our waist is 41, sorry, 41. This is 41 plus 2.5. So here at the hip side, 44. You divide everything by 4. Your hip, your bust, your waist, you divide it by 4 and add your hip seam allowance to it, 2.5 plus 1 inch for it to be free. So I had 1 inch to my hip side also, apart from the hip seam allowance. So now at the front armhole we go in by 1, but at the back armhole we are not going in by 1. So we will just shape it from here. You connect it, you just connect your armhole from here, you connect it to this side. So now I'll be shaping this side. So I'll be cutting it out now for you to see. I can easily place the front aspect. I can place the front aspect on the back. Let me place it for you to see that it's the same thing. See the front on the back. So this is the front and this is the back. So now I'll be cutting out the back part. So let me cut the neck for you to see. From here, from this side, from here, you cut it this way. Go up. Did you see? So I go up from here, you cut it to that's the shoulder slope. So from there, so this is it. So I can just use this side to cut this side also. Okay, it's the same thing, but let me just use it to cut it. So we come to the down aspects. So for you to get the same length, so we shape it to the same length. We have to put it on. So at the back aspect, I'm still going to cut the center part a bit for us to be able to put it on. So this is the back. You come to the middle aspect here, to this center part of the back aspect. Measurement from here, where you want the opening to get to. So as for me, I'll be using 7 inches for the opening at the back. So this is where my 7 inches from here, not from here, from here, from this first shoulder slope, from this our first line that we draw before we draw the 1.5. So from here, you come here, I measure my 7 inches. This is 7 inches. So that's where I want the opening to start, because if I did not open it, I won't be able to put it on. So I need to open it for me to be able to put it on. So I've split it to that place that I mark. So this is it. I'll just use bias to tape it round. I'll use bias, add my collar, and I'll also pull my button at the back, so for the collar to hold. So front aspect, so I'll still need to add, so I'll be cutting my edges. So I'm making use of 3 steps for the edges. So I will need to add it. I will add it like this. 1, I'll come down a bit, I'll add the second one 2. I will just, you can just measure. Let me measure for you to understand. I can come down by 6 or 6. Let me use 6. So I'll just start from here. I will mark my, this is 6. So this is 6. So if I want to add the edges to it, I won't go straight like this. So I will just come down a bit this way. So I'm trying to create curve shape so that it will be curved. I won't go straight. So this is curve 1. I will just come down a bit, maybe like 1.5. You curve it again. 2. You come down a bit like 1.5 also. You curve it again so that it will lay on each other. I will pleat it when I'm adding it. I will just put it straight. I'm going to pleat the edges. So sleeve. If you want to know how to cut sleeve, I will be dropping the link below for you to watch the video on how to draft basic sleeve. So this is the sleeve. This is 3/4 sleeve. The measurement I use is 17 plus ½ inch for the joining, and this is the pleats at the middle aspect of the sleeve. If you check the sleeve very well, I think it's 2, but I'm adding 1 to mine. So this is it. I'll be adding it to it. I'll be using it as pleats on it. So that's all about the sleeve. So, and I've cut out the edges that I'll be using for the front aspect and the down aspect. This is it. So I'll be showing you the sewing aspect of the kaftan. So this is the front aspect, the front, and this is the right side. So now I'll be placing the pleats, edges of the pleats here now. So from here, you measure your 6 inches to here. So I have to curve it. So this is my 6 inches. So I measure it from here to here. So then I curve it. If you can see, I give it a curve shape so that it won't be straight. So let me start the sewing right now. So this is the edges. So I'll be placing it with pleats. I'll be putting pleats. So I'll be placing it right now. So let's start. You can see the way I turn it to the back. I'm still, this is still the right side. So but this one I have to turn it to the back. You can see there is stone here. This is the back aspect. You place it like this. So when placing it, you have to leave like 2 inches so that when you are away, I place it. So you just have to place it, and you have to be careful of the stone. So when you are sewing, so You can see the way I'm doing the pleats. You have first step. This is it. One step right now. So let me cut this 2 inches now. So that's where I'll now place the second step. So this is it. I'll measure 2 inches all around. I'm doing 3 steps. So I'll be placing the third step now. So this is the second step. Did you see it? So now I'll cut covering here. It's covering the sewing here, so you can see. So now I'll be placing the third step. Also, I'll measure my 2 inches again. I'm going to measure my 2 inches all around. So this is it. Inches all around. So now I'll be placing the third pleats. We are done with the 3 steps. This is it. So this is the first step, the second and the third step. So you can see the way it lays on each other. So this is it. You just have to follow the lines that you draw, and you have to use accurate measurements so that it won't bend. So you can see it very well. So this is it. So back aspects. So these slits at the center. Now I will be folding it in. So I'll be using this to fold it in. So this same material, because I supposed to use bias, but I did not see the color of this bias, so I have to use the material to fold it. So this is the right side of the back. This is the right side, and this is the wrong side, and this is the right side. The right side will face the right side. So this is it. So you will just start your sewing from here all around. So let me do that now. Sheets all around, so you can see. To the wrong side. So this is it. To lay, you bring it together like this and top stitch it at this side. You top stitch. So I'll need to just iron it. I'll need to place it, and this is the front aspect. I'll be placing the two right sides together. This is the right side, and this is also the right side of the front. So to join the shoulder together, so now I want to join the shoulder together. This is the back shoulder and this is the front shoulder. So I'll join the two together now. So this is it. To the second shoulder. This is it. So now I'll be stitching this side, this on it, so that it will lay, so that when placing the sleeve on it, it won't give me gathers stuff. So let me do that now. I'll be placing the through with the two side. This is it. So you can see it, how it's, you can see this is it. This is the other side. Leave on the body of the kaftan first. After fixing it, I will then fix the pleats on the sleeve. So let me do that now. But we are still going to join it, fix it. This is it. This is the sleeve. So we are still going to join it. So now I will be taking the measurement of where I want my pleats. That will be at the center of the sleeve, where I want it to reach. I'll be taking the measurements now. So from here, I'll be taking 6.5. This is 6.5. So I'm going to draw it downward, make it a straight line. So this is it. So this is it. This is where I want my in-between pleats to be. So I'll do that to the second sleeve. The edges of the down aspect, as in the down of the kaftan. So I'll be placing the edges to it. This is it. For both the front and the back. So let me place it to it. This is the edges. So and this is the down aspect of the front side, and this is the edges. So I'll be placing it to it. I'm not adding pleats to this one. I'll just place it straight, so no pleats. So this is iron it. So this is two sides together. So this is it. I have not joined the pleats of the sleeve yet too. So I will join the two sides together first. So let me do that now. The two sides, the kaftan, both the right and the left side, I'm going to join it by putting in our actual measurements, the bust, the waist, and the hip side to give it a shape down. So I'll be doing that right together. So now adding the in between pleats of the sleeve to hit now. So this is the pleats, this is the one I cut for the pleats in between of the sleeve. So this is it. So now I will join it together here. So after joining it together, I'll now place it on the sleeve. So let me do that first. Pleats to the sleeve. So this is it. Same thing apply to the second sleeve also. So draft turtleneck collar. So this is our body. We'll take our measurement, the neck of our measurement first. So I will be taking from the back, from this place, from the back, as you can see, from here to the shoulder part. That's from the back. I'll take from the back first, here, from here to the joining at the shoulder. So this is it. This is 4.1. If you take the second side also, that will be same thing. It will be same thing from here to the other side too. So as you can see, this is it, 4.1. So now I will fold for the back is 4.1. Why I'll be taking the measurement of the front side, the front neck. You fold it into two like this. This is it. This is the front. You fold the neck into two for the two shoulder to meet. So I fold it into two this way. So I'll be taking my measurement right now. So from here, from this shoulder, from the joining to the middle aspect. So this is it, 5.1. As you can see, this is 5.1. So our back is 4.1 and our front is 5.1. So now let's go to the drafting. So we'll draw a straight line. This is our straight line. Let's make this our midpoint. This is our midpoint. This point here. So this is our midpoint. So now we will take the front measurement, 5.1. This is 5.1. From this midpoint, you take the front measurement to this side. So this is 5.1. And you take the back measurement also from this midpoint also. This is 4.1. So from there, we take our tape rule, we go to the, let me name it, front part. This is the front and this is the back. So from here, from this point here, you come up by 1 inch. Here, you come up by 1 inch. You measure 1 inch upward. So this is our 1 inch. From there, you make use of your French curve to curve it. You can see the way I bend from this point here. You curve it to this point. You can see the way I bend my curve. You can see you curve it to this point. Make use of the curve, the French curve, to curve it. Did you see? So this is it. We've curved it. So from here, from this point now, we take our tape rule. You know, we go up by 1 inch here. So you come to this point, this particular point. Let me draw this upward. This is the point. This is, make it a straight line. So you make it a straight line. From here, we bend our tape rule. We won't go straight like this. We will not go straight. I'm using 1 inch for my collar. So you will bend your tape rule. You won't go straight this way. You just bend it a bit here. So you can see the way I bend it. You bend it a bit. You can see. So this is my 1 point. This is my 1 inch. Sorry, my 1 inch. So from there, I'll be taking my 1 inch all around to this point, to the back. So you take your 1 inch from here. So I'm going to take my 1 inch all around. So you come. So now I'll come here. I'll make it a straight line upward. So this is it. So this side also, you can see. So from there, you can use your free hand and you can use your curve to curve it. So this is it. Now we will be adding our sewing allowance to it, half inch at the upper side and at the down aspect, and at the back aspect. You know, our collar is not, we won't open it at the front, it's at the back that it will have open. So you come here, you add your half inch to this side. This is the half inch we are adding to it. So you come to the down aspect also here, you add your half inch all around. to the down aspect also. So this is it. You come up here also, you add your half inch to this side also. So this is our front, and this is our back. So let me take it, because when I cut it out, this is our front and this is the back. So I'll be cutting it out now and place it on the main fabric that I'm using. So let me cut it out. Main fabric, I cut 2 pieces of the lace that I'm using, and I cut 2 pieces of this that I will be using to turn it. So this will be inside of this, I'll be using it to turn it inside. So as you can, and I cut 1 pieces of the stay that I will be using on it. So now I will be joining the collar to the body of the kaftan. So after then I will show you the finished look of it. This is the final look of our kaftan. This is the front aspect, this is the sleeve, and this is the collar aspect. You can see there is a button in between the collar at the back. So this is it. This is the down aspect. Thanks for your support. If you find this video helpful, you can kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or any suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Bye.